What's up, capoeiristas? Welcome to the Capoeira Experience Podcast, where you are going to learn about the capoeira community, where all of you and all of us are more than welcome to express your experiences and share everything you got, because we all want to learn from everyone, because we all got experience. So that being said, in today's episode, we have the guest from Europe. He teaches in Netherlands. He's from Grupo Alma. Ginga da Alma, I'm sorry. Welcome to the podcast, Professor Espirito. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, man. What up?
What's up? What's up?
Great to
Nice,
be here.
nice, nice. Like we were talking before we started, and
Yeah,
I really appreciate a lot that you reach out to me to
yeah.
be part of this, and I really appreciate this, and thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
this capoeira is like I post this on one of my posts on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's like like buying the Hoda. You just gotta
yeah,
jump to the Hoda and
yes,
just gotta jump there and don't be
yeah,
shy to
exactly.
to to come to the Hoda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And usually I start all the interviews
Hmm.
with a little story or however you want to start
Hmm.
your own story from the beginning until
Hmm.
now, and like
All right.
let us know how that was.
Yes. I started capoeira in late '97
Nice.
here in the Netherlands, and a lot of people from my generation were not Brazilian. Um, Grew up with a movie, a really bad movie, Only the Strong.
Yeah,
Uh, but
this is awesome.
I saw it later when I already did capoeira. But my introduction to capoeira was from a TV commercial from a Nokia Nokia cell phone. It was a Nokia commercial, and what I can remember were two people on the beach dressed in white and
Okay.
making beautiful movements, And I was mesmerized by that. So, what is this, Because since my youth, I grew up with martial arts, like
Okay.
karate, aikido, and
Yeah.
I did some gymnastics, and I already did some crazy stuff by my own, jumping around, and
Yeah.
do stunts, So my mom, getting crazy. We just go outside and do your thing,
Yeah.
but when I saw the commercial a couple of times, like, what is this? Because I didn't have any knowledge about it. So what is this? I was so mesmerizing by that, and also in that time I was really into gaming,
Okay.
and you had three big fighting games in that time. You had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken.
Okay.
You know
Oh, when
Tekken.
Tekken, yeah, when Tekken just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
Eddie Gordon, of course.
I already had Tekken and Tekken 2, and I was waiting for Tekken 3 because I knew, okay, they announced Tekken 3. So, nice, nice. And so, yeah, I bought Tekken 3, and there was one character, the character.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, it's new. So let me choose a character, Eddie Gordo. So what the hell's
And
this?
just start
So,
really,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
nice.
I was mashing the buttons, and he did some things. It was like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is awesome. I recognize this is the same thing what I saw on television.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what the name of that before that was capoeira by that time?
No, no. Um, I was so into the video game, so I bought
Yeah.
a guidance book.
Okay.
So we can. This is all about the information about the game, and the profile about the characters.
Okay.
And then I started about that character Eddie Gordo. I
Yeah.
started reading into him, and I saw what he did, capoeira, but I couldn't pronounce it because I
Yeah. Yeah.
never hear it. So
Yeah.
I just read it phonetically. So like capoeira, sapura. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I want to do
That's
that.
yeah.
So I got really good with that character. So because I
Yeah.
chose all the time, I beat my friends with it.
Yeah.
And it was a great time, and I even started to mimicking his movements.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because, yeah, because I for myself I was already being an agile kid. So, and I had a gymnastic background, so most of the times I try to do the Ginga,
Yeah.
and just really really wrong, arms wide open and arms,
Yeah.
but just the mimicking, and then
I mean, you didn't have any guidance by then.
Not no, not yet, not yet.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
pure, yeah, mimicking Eddie Gordo, the
yeah.
video game character, and starting to do Aobachidu. I really did
That's
that.
awesome.
Makaku, I really could do that, and Salto Mortal.
Yeah.
Um, so those kind of moves I already did before I started capoeira. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's the second part. So back in the time, I was still doing another martial art, Hapkido, and did gymnastics. But like everyone, I wanted to more,
Yeah.
and I still had capoeira in my back of my head, And again, I saw it again on television, at now this time at a game show, and
Okay.
they started to interview people, and then was the first time that I hear the word capoeira. So
Okay. Do you remember the year?
come again.
Do you remember the year?
I think it was in the same year, 97, 97.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So then my uncle, his former wife back then, she hooked me up with capoeira because they both were into martial arts,
Okay.
really high ranking in martial arts, and I used to train with them as well. And they saw an advertisement, in the paper, capoeira classes, and they called me,
Oh
hey,
man.
I think this is for you, because they didn't knew I was searching for that,
Yeah.
but they saw it also on the television or whatever marketing,
Yeah.
and they immediately started thinking about me. So they hooked me up. So hey, I saw something. It's very nice. I think you have to go there, and they did. Capoeira. I said, like, capoeira. Yeah, I think that is. Go see it. So I went there to class with my mom, and I saw it, and it was a kids class, but I was already a bit old, so too old for the kids class. But the teacher said, I have also an adult class, so come tonight.
Yeah.
And but I saw it. I said, oh, that's nice. And I saw the teacher, he grabbed the berimbau. I
Yeah.
never seen it before. So I saw the berimbau, and he started to play berimbau. And again, I was mesmerized. I was like, what the F is this? This is
Yeah.
this is awesome. You just a bow and like
Make
a
it a sound.
coconut thing, and with one
Yeah.
string can bring so much depth and emotion, and variation. Was a
Yeah.
wow. And I was like, Mom, I want that. you
Yeah.
know so and I remember my mom, we went outside after class, and my mom said to me, do you want to do capoeira? I said, yes, please. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go. Yes.
That's awesome, man.
Yes. Until this day, I'm still
Yeah.
doing it. And later on, I bought my first beating bow from Master Americano from Bahia. And
Nice. So,
yes.
yeah, and when do you remember the year of your first class?
Um, I think it was still in 97 or early in 98.
Okay.
Um, yeah, late 97. I think around July or August by that
That's
time.
awesome.
Yeah. Time went so fast. Went
Yeah, I mean,
fast,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then you got that beating bow from this master from Bahia.
Yeah, so my first teacher, he was a Dutch guy, and he was under the guidance of Master Samara,
Okay.
and he didn't have a title. He wasn't a like professor or instructor,
Okay.
because he didn't believe in those kind of things.
Okay.
But he was a really very experienced capoeirista. He talked fluent Portuguese. He
Nice.
understand the Brazilian culture. And to me, in my eyes, he was a Brazilian, a
Yeah.
Dutch Brazilian.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people thought he was a Brazilian, but he's just a Dutch guy.
Yeah. Usually when you do capoeira or you have like a capoeira shirt and say
Yeah,
like capoeira or something about Brazil, they usually ask you, "Are you Brazilian?"
yeah, exactly, all the time.
Yeah.
So so he had a really big connections, with several
Nice.
masters. Yeah, his own master Samara, master in Paulo Ceará from Capoeira Brazil. He
Nice.
trained also with him, and that part come later.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and also Mesa Americano. So one day he organized a small workshop for his
Okay.
students, and he brought Mesa Americano because in that time uh, he was teaching in Amsterdam. So we asked him to come to my hometown,
Okay.
and yeah, and I bought my first berimbau and my first capoeira closed from Mesa Americano,
Nice.
and I remember I was so happy with the berimbau, and I had the berimbau, and then the problem came. I went home, and I
You don't
didn't
know
have
how to put it together.
exactly
That happened to me too. Yeah, man, yeah.
every time, So after I had to bring my berimbau to class, strength the berimbau, and play. But
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
I
my first
always
instrument
struggle.
in capoeira that I learned to play, and yeah, I s- I saw my teacher doing it, and he gave me three CDs, three
Nice.
albums to practice with, and also practice at
Yeah.
home. Was Mestre de Bimba, Custo Capoeira Regional,
Okay.
Capoeira Angola from Mestre Moraes,
Okay.
do Pelourinho, and Mestre Suassuna.
Yeah.
Um,
One of
one
the
of
first. Yeah, yeah. I think I had that CD too.
yeah, three
About that
albums.
time.
Yeah. So and back in the day, I went home and I played it every time,
That's
and
awesome.
grab my beating bow because that was the only instrument that I had.
Yeah.
From capoeira, I sat next to the stereo and play every damn time. Play. My mother went crazy,
Yeah.
she she started to notice that I started to get started to develop. So
Yeah.
play, and I started to mimic all the fine things about the rhythms, from as a bimba, from
Yeah.
Suasuna, even the breaks, and then I went back to class and asked the teachers how to fine tuning it.
Yeah.
Till this day, I do the same thing with my students. I play a rhythm. I ask what kind of rhythm is this, and they have
Yeah.
to guess. And
Yeah. And they
uh,
were like, I got you.
yes, for me, capoeira, not only capoeira but the music part is very very important.
It is, yeah.
It's very important to me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very big part of capoeira. Also part of me. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I learned beating bow like you said, same. When it
Hmm.
first time I brought a beating bow, because
Yeah.
they usually like they had like these like bag for the beating bows
Yeah.
for the cabazas and the
Yeah.
ramis,
Yeah.
all the pedals all together. So I brought it home. Then I took one beating bow out and I like, oh man, I don't know how to put this back up together. I put it back in the bag.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want to break it. So
Exactly. Yeah.
then these
Yeah.
are like the next day or the next class, I was with my
Yeah.
instructor by that time. I was like, man, can you teach me how to put it together?
Yes. Yes.
But I was tiny on, skinny. Then I didn't have enough strength, and
Hmm.
I was like, man, I don't know. I don't want to break it. I don't really want to break it because I've
Same
seen
problem.
so many
Yeah.
people then forcing the beating bow. Bah, they snap
Bam.
the beating
Yeah.
bow. Yeah,
It's so
and
painful to
hurts.
watch, man.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
hurts. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't wanna do that. But then when I was going to class, same.
Hmm.
My
Yeah.
instructor by that time, he record for me a little cassette
Oh, okay. Yeah.
with all the sounds and be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is Banguela, bam bam bam
Hmm.
bam. This is São
Yes.
Bento Grande. This is São Bento Grande de Angola. This is
Yeah.
Angola. Yuna, all those like
Hmm.
basic. And man, same. I was every day
Every day.
listening.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was, it was a fever by that time. Yeah,
Exactly. It's like a fever. It's like a virus. So
yeah, yeah.
I took the
Good
CDs.
virus, good virus.
Yeah, yeah, good virus. I took CD everywhere where I go because in the those time there was no MP3 players.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had a
YouTube.
yeah, no YouTube. So I had a compact disc, put a disc in it and on the bike went to
Yeah, yeah,
school, and listen capoeira songs. And now with all the songs on a disc device here, so it's
yeah.
much more approachable.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a really good starting because we didn't
Yeah,
have the access for technology or YouTube and be like,
yeah,
okay, let me learn this song. Then you go
exactly.
to
Yeah,
YouTube. And
yeah.
that time you had to write it down or print it.
Yes, yes,
It's,
very old school way because when I didn't had any class or if it were the holidays,
Yeah.
Yeah, like we said before, there were no YouTube, there were no internet was really yeah
Like
the
kind of like
capoeira,
started that
yeah,
time.
it
Yeah.
was not that big yet, so I had some VHS tapes, I watched the VHS tape. I had one VHS tape from Capoeira Brazil, and I saw all masters playing, Messi Paulo
Nice.
Ceará,
Yeah.
Paulinho Sabia, Boneco, Messi Kim, you know.
Nice.
I said, oh, and there's like, man, there's some good capoeira,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned a lot from those VHS tapes, I learned a lot, during the holidays, and then went back to class and fine tuning it, and uh, I learned a lot of stuff by myself,
Yeah.
and by observing things,
Yeah.
and in the classes I just fine tuning it and be more into context, So yeah, that was the journey of capoeira for
Yeah.
me. Also, and still going
Yeah.
on.
And that leads to the next question.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of benefits does a capoeira has bring to your life? Like some positive influence to your life
hmm
all
like
these years.
yeah, friends
Yeah.
and family. You travel a lot to different places, and you meet people that share the same thing. Um, Also, be more secure about myself,
Nice.
and be more uh, l- less aggressive, because back in the days, not that I was aggressive, but I had a
Yeah. Yeah.
temper, and capoeira helped me
Self
to
control.
yeah, self control,
Nice.
and be more aware of my surroundings, be more aware of people, and
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah, I think yes, it helped me a lot, especially meeting people, and sharing, and um, yeah, self control and be happy,
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. And this also leads to the next question too.
Mhm,
That you mentioned before. I know you were jumping a little back to the
mhm,
subject about like the capoeira. You travel a lot there on Europe.
mhm.
How do you feel about the capoeira community around there? In Europe, like
Yeah.
how do you like it?
So far, I didn't go everywhere in
Yeah.
Europe, but what I've seen, what I've been through, uh, it's the capoeira community here in Europe is good. Like you said, say it's like people are more a broader, they're more knowledgeable also
Yeah.
about capoeira. They're seeking, they're hungry for
Yeah.
capoeira. Not only the capoeira itself, but also the community part of capoeira.
Yeah.
Like we were doing what right now. Those kind of
Yeah.
things. And um, yeah, I see a lot of support. I see a lot of people are helping each other, even though when I came from a generation that some masters aren't going well with each other,
Okay. Okay.
and then they didn't let their student go to the other masters,
Yeah.
because they had
Yeah.
beef
Yeah.
with other masters.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
generation now
I've
is
noticed.
less.
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
yeah. On my capoeira experience, I grew up with capoeira too.
yeah,
That generation, or I will say probably one or two generations before us,
yeah,
they kind of like jealous with their own
exactly.
community.
Yeah,
And what I'm really happy right now, and I'm really proud of this, is like us. I think our generation, then after,
hmm
we're trying to break the barrier of
yeah,
like we're
yes,
trying to connect everyone. Doesn't matter your group, doesn't matter your
hmm
country. Like let's do capoeira. This is what
yeah,
we do,
yeah,
and I believe that those that started capoeira is to connect
yeah,
people.
yeah,
Like all those people that did capoeira before was to free themselves from the
yeah,
oppression,
yes,
but that was to connect everyone, not to
mhm,
separate people.
exactly. That's why sometimes it's like contradicting itself.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
people say, yeah, um, we should. spread more capoeira, capoeira and blah blah blah. And on the other hand, they'll be like, no, capoeira is only for us, blah blah blah. So come on, man, just make up your effing mind,
Yeah,
What
yeah,
what do you want to do, Do you want to connect or do you want to disconnect? Because
yeah,
I want to
exactly.
connect.
Yeah, yeah, same.
So yeah, and that's why it's very important for me. My philosophy with me and my students:
Yeah,
go do here in our classes. It's more.
yeah,
It's more, and I will give my students the freedom to grow and to see more capoeira, go to festivals, go to other groups, make friends, make
yeah,
connections. Because it also benefits me because I have sometimes some students went to another group to train there or a festival, and they came with
yeah,
a new positive energy to the class,
yeah,
and
yeah. They come. I'm more excited.
exactly, and show some sequences or crazy movements that they learned or see or come back with a new song, whatever, and we share that, because
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I'm the teacher, I'm the professor right there, but I'm not looking down to my people. No, we're learning from each other. So
yeah,
you
exactly.
have something new. Hey, man, I want to learn that
Yeah,
as well. So it's benefits each other. That's why for me it's very important to let my student go, because if I keep my students close to me and prohibit it for them to go anywhere, they will try to slip out. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
maybe they go to some
Without
group
telling
that
you, like underneath, will be
exactly
like, oh, probably my teacher's gonna be mad. I'm gonna be, but I wanna go because I got a friend that does capoeira in this group. Blah
exactly
blah.
exactly so I don't want to those I don't want to be that kind of teacher.
Yeah,
And if I have a quarrel with some teacher with another group, I will honestly tell to my
yeah,
students, okay, I'm not I have a beef with that person, but you have friends there. It's just go
yeah.
go see for yourself.
So it's pretty much like that's my business with the person. That's
Exactly,
not you're not part of this business or
exactly.
this problem or whatever.
So yeah, so
No,
that's
that's awesome.
philosophy. So
No,
yeah,
that's awesome. I think that helps the capoeira to grow more
yeah,
because they learn,
yes,
they is capoeira is about knowledge and like
mhm,
connecting and capoeira experience. If more you play with the same people, you get used to the game and
yeah,
then you get
exactly,
stuck on that. And
yeah,
is the beautiful thing about capoeira. And I think every single person
hmm,
that I have interviewed on the podcast, they
yeah,
say people.
yeah,
Like people is our fuel. Like friends, you gotta make connections.
yeah,
Like good connections, and you just gotta be out there and keep exploring.
yes. It's very important. It will benefits all. So yeah,
Yeah, and like now to you, like you personally, how do you get the nickname, or when and how?
okay. First, when I started capoeira, uh, I was the only black guy in the class.
Okay,
I was the youngest in the class.
okay,
So uh, my teacher back then, because I have several teachers, but my first teacher gave me the name Vejan.
okay.
And well, I didn't know what it meant back then. So
Yeah.
Vejan, nice, nice. So I just roll with it. Vejan, Vejan. Everybody started calling me Vejan, and then I started asking, okay, what's that mean? Yeah, it means bean. So all right, like yeah, Vejan Preto, So
Yeah, yeah,
I was I was the only black guy, but also I was the only guy that could jump out of crazy stuff because
yeah,
I
yeah,
was my gymnastic background, you know, so jumping bean, Feijão. So all right, whatever,
yeah.
So yeah, I think got that name in '98 or something, '99, but it was not official. It was not during a batizado because again
Okay.
my teacher he wanted to separate from that thing, from his own group. We weren't a part of a bigger organization, bigger association. We were just on our own small group.
Okay. Okay.
And yes, his master, he trained with Mestre Samara, but he also had very good connection with Mestre Paulo Ceará,
Oh,
Capoeira
nice.
Brasil. He
Yeah,
worked a
yeah,
lot with him. So yeah, so we were a group on our own. So we didn't had batizados or whatsoever. Well, we had some workshops, weekends with no batizados, and everybody had the same corda, just white, you know.
Nice. Okay.
And he called our group Flores Brancas because his name was Flores, because
Okay.
Flores and Brancas, Flores Brancas, so white
Yeah.
flower.
White
So
flower. Yeah.
yeah, it was nice, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, trained with him a couple of years. Unfortunately, some issues in the group because I started to notice because I was really young, but he saw potential in me and in another student, Pavon.
Okay.
And because where I live is way up in the north in the Netherlands, Groningen, and
Okay.
he lived in Amsterdam, so he was teaching in Groningen, so that distance was like 2+ hours drive, you know,
Okay.
by car.
Nice.
So
Okay.
every week, I think three times per week, he came with by car and drove all the way to the north, you know, to just to
Okay.
teach capoeira, you know, to
That's
us.
awesome, man.
Yeah, that's dedication. It's really
Yeah. Yeah.
dedication. And because I had some really good time, but sometimes he called me and he wasn't able to come, and he asked me to if I, you know, could teach.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, okay, I've never teach capoeira before, so me and another older student, you know, so we started to teach capoeira to our small group, and
Yeah.
yeah, it think went well, and I started to develop my teachings, you know, and then I started to notice that yeah, there were more issues in the group, you know, with him and another students, and big fights, and then he decided, okay, I'm gonna leave you guys there and just
Yeah.
train. So there was no more capoeira. We didn't have any guidance. There were no capoeira in Groningen, my hometown. So yeah, the group was falling apart. What we're gonna do? And I think it's a couple months later, I think 5 6 months later, um, Master Gildo Valu from Bahia. He was also teaching in. Do you know him?
No. No.
Okay, he was also teaching in Amsterdam back
Nice.
in the day. Another teacher from Amsterdam, and he was asked to come to Groningen to teach capoeira in Groningen in my hometown. And by the time I had a CD, an album from Master Jude Valu. And
Okay.
when I heard, oh, he's coming to Groningen to teach, oh, nice, I have a CD from him, you know.
Oh,
So I
nice.
went to class, you know, and I was like, okay, I've
It's like visiting an idol.
yeah, yes, and he was yeah, master, you know, and I was like, you know, the young kid, little bit cocky, you know, and I came into class and like, yeah, I'm gonna show him what I can do, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I did my thing, and it was like, all right, I will work with you later. Just do Ginga. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, Ginga, come on, you know.
Yeah. Come on,
But
man. I can do all this. Come on.
yeah, yeah. But to go back again with my first teacher, um, when I started capoeira, my first movement, because no nowadays you learn meia lua de French, cocorinha, you know,
Yeah.
esquiva, au, if you're lucky, maybe compasso, you know.
Yeah.
My first training was only Ginga in front of a mirror, like 2+ hours long, you know.
Oh,
And
wow.
yes, and I saw other students doing armadas,
Yeah.
woos, and I was like doing the Ginga, and my back was hurting, killing me, you know. And I was like, "Come on, man! I want to do that stuff, you
Yeah.
know."
Yeah.
He said to me um, I I did the Ginga style from Eddie Gordo from Tekken, you know. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he was a bit offended, you know, because I came to class, yeah, I can do the Ginga, you know, and I show him how about you that was say, okay,
Yeah.
you can do the fancy stuff, the acrobatic stuff, but the Ginga is fail, it's worse. So he put me in front of the mirror.
Oh.
Yeah, he put me in front of the mirror and was like, you just do the Ginga properly. That's like 2+ hours. You know, you're 13, 14 years old, you know,
Yeah.
young
Yeah. Of course.
class. and see all the students doing the armadas, awu, compassos, I was
Yeah.
like, Ginga, Ginga, Ginga. My back was like, I almost quit, but
Yeah.
I couldn't quit because my mom paid for the class, If I quit, and I
Did your
said
mom really?
I quit, I would get some whooping, So
Yeah.
and Capoeira ain't gonna help, So
Yeah.
I finished the class, So yeah, but yeah, I and go back to the Apelido. Sometimes sorry, I jump from
Don't worry.
stories.
Don't worry. That's
So
I like it being organic. So don't
yeah,
worry.
so yeah, back in the time I was Feijão, and okay, I was like new teacher, master, new beginning, new path, So I asked him, is it possible to change my name?
Yeah.
Because officially I wasn't baptized with Feijão,
Yeah.
still open.
And
And he was,
this is when you started on Ginga Alma.
no.
Oh, okay.
It was Ginga de Alma. I started my own. Um, when back with Master Valu, it was Grupo Balança. It was
Okay.
his well, basically his school was Mercado Modelo, but here in the Netherlands he called his group Grupo Balança,
Okay.
and I came part of Grupo Balança. Okay, so he was like, okay, so you didn't have the batizado, so no, so okay, your name's Feijão. I gonna think about it. So he started to notice that my style of playing was very rare to see because
Okay.
I did a lot of transformation during my game, high, low, and back in the day I was also doing a lot of meditation,
Okay.
meditation, and I was very sensitive. I'm very, I can feel things,
Okay.
Uh, so and he was like, você, você tá espírito. Spirit.
Nice.
All right, cool. That means like spirit, right? He
Spirit.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
like, yes, yes, and he was like, it's a lot of meanings in capoeira,
Yeah.
Spiritus. Oh, nice. Okay, thanks. So yeah, that was a spiritu part, Later on, because I had my own personal issues. Sometimes I had to face my own demons, and by time went by, I faced my anxiety. I faced my demons, inner demons, and I crawled back up. And he was like, espírito forte, strong spirit,
Oh, nice.
So yeah, my full name is Espirito Forte, but
Nice.
people just call me Espirito,
Okay.
or my students just call me S, just for
Okay.
short.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, my full name is Espirito Forte.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, so that's how I got my name,
That's
Espirito.
really cool. That's
Yeah,
really cool. And
yeah,
coming back to the subject when you're talking about like teaching and when you started developing the teaching part because this
mhm,
yeah the all instructor like put you to teach class when he wasn't
yeah,
able to come and there you kind of like figured out when like you like teaching, right?
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you like about teaching? What do you feel like? Oh, I like teaching because of this.
the main thing is to see people being happy,
Nice.
that they
Same.
achieve something, that I show you something, and I will help you. And and I see if I see a smile, or I see the student work hard, and it starts to come to the fruition, I'm happy. That's what I love about
Nice.
teaching.
Same. Yeah.
And
It's like a
I
satisfaction.
yeah,
Yeah.
satisfaction. And I'm always happy when I approach people and I like to help people, in one way or another, and
Yeah.
I like to share something that I love to do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm doing capoeira for like 22 years, and I want to spread. I want to plant my seeds, So
Yeah. Of course.
uh, that's what I love about teaching: to connect with your students and to see growth and to see the happiness, the satisfaction,
Yeah. That's
and
awesome.
yeah, and also the feedback, from the students. That's what I love about teaching, And
Yeah. Same.
when you as teacher, when you teach, you also training,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
When
Yeah. You're
yeah,
learning too.
yeah. When I'm teaching, I'm training, I'm doing some exercisement and doing with the students. And during the okay, I give a sequence. I see the students working with the sequence. I observe, and I'm already thinking for the next step. Okay,
Yeah.
he's moving the opposite direction, so maybe the other person can go underneath or do the sort of whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I play with it. It's like a big playground. So even
Yeah.
when I'm teaching, I'm training how to teach, I'm training for the movements by myself and to see further, And sometimes I try to experiment some things in the class. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but at least I tried. I
Yeah.
try,
Yeah.
still trying things,
So
to give more.
you like it very organic too.
Yes, I'm very organic with those kind of things,
Nice.
Uh, I have a basic structure in my head but I never have a training program or something. I've always some things in my head. And when I head to class, when I don't, jump in my car, I head to class. Okay, those kind of things I can do today, but it will always depend on the group.
Okay.
What the mood is, the energy, the ashe, the people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes I don't feel like okay, it's now's not the right time to do this exercise today
Yeah.
because of I don't know whatever
The
reason.
vibe is not right.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
change it, I do some other things. And
That's
sometimes,
awesome.
yeah, sometimes I have, like this month, I do train only martellus, martellus, variation of martellus, and to teach also the muscle memories to the students.
Yeah.
And so this is the martello month, the January is the martello month. And next month, whatever what comes up in my mind. So I my class is very organic with a structure, but also the freedom, give the students the freedom to be free and to create their own things. Because one thing I don't like in capoeira is like to have exact copycats of the teacher. And
Yeah. You gotta be yourself.
yes, because okay, I teach a certain way, I play capoeira a certain way, and I don't like to see every student do the exact same thing or play the exact how I playing because when we do the harder, I only see myself playing when I see my
Yeah.
students playing. I don't want to see. I want them. I want to see them playing. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I will
Add
give
their own personality to
yeah
it.
their own personality to give more character to their own
Yeah.
capoeira style. Yes, I will teach them the fundamental part of capoeira, the basic stuff. And yes, they do some things what I do, but they have to create their own game, to create their
Yeah. Of
own,
course.
to give their own personality, because every personality is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in capoeira, it's the same. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And for you classes, how long have you been teaching?
I think for 15 plus years.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty
15,
cool.
16. It's actually one of my students. He's also a teacher, instructor. He told me that because I'm not busy with that. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, Espirito, are you aware that this is your 15 or maybe your 16 year that you're teaching capoeira?" I was like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. No, maybe even longer." So what?
That's awesome.
So
That's
I
cool,
guess
man.
so.
Yeah, that's
For
awesome.
me, yeah, to me, it's like it's so normal. It's so
Yeah.
again organic. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just what I do, and also for my friends, my close friends, my brothers, they all the time they associate me with capoeira, and they cannot separate me and capoeira.
That's awesome. No,
Yeah,
that's because that's
yeah,
who you are.
yeah. That's who I
Yeah.
am. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And um, well, so you were part of Netherlands? Are you
Yeah.
right now?
Groningen.
Hornigan. Okay.
Groningen. Yeah. So it's way up north.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how far? Did you say like 2 hours from Netherlands? From
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Now
from
Amsterdam
Amsterdam.
is like 2 hours, two and a half.
Okay.
Depends on the traffic. Depends on if you go by train or by car.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Of
can be
course.
it can be 1 hour and a half, but it's most like 2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Do you have any kind of social media where like people can find your classes and yourself, like even Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram,
I've
YouTube? Or,
I've Facebook. You can find me on my normal name, Bernardo Landor.
okay,
Uh, I've Instagram. I've Instagram for my group, Grupo Ginga da Alma. You can
okay,
find us there. Here, Ginga da Alma.
yes, okay,
And my own own Instagram, Professor Espirito, or just
okay,
Prof Espirito, and you can find me there as well. So yeah.
okay. And do you do any advertising for your classes, and how do you call people to your class?
Um, through our website, we have a website, and also through social media, a lot of social media, but
Okay,
also doing a lot of demonstrations, in
nice.
our places, and go to school, giving some capoeira workshops, and tell about capoeira.
Okay,
Um, give some flyers, and yeah, a lot of mouth to mouth
okay.
commercial
So
advertising as well.
you just said that you go to schools. So for example, here in the US, I'm building a project to bring it to schools,
Hmm.
so I can spread more culture. Because in
Yeah.
this state
Hmm.
is not really well known. It's not known at all. Capoeira. It's few classes.
Yeah.
People probably know, but they don't really know.
Hmm.
And I want to bring that to classes. And schools here are very strict. They're very for stuff that are from outside and stuff that
Yeah.
they don't know what it is.
Hmm.
Um, so how is there in Europe? Are they like really close, strict? What are your steps to get workshops or projects into the schools?
Well, what we do to to start to get noticed by people is just to, if there are any demonstrations, we go outside.
Yeah,
We're gonna play in a park just to let people see us and
yeah.
play in a
No,
park.
but I'm talking about like specific school, like let's say like high school, like you say like you do those presentation high school too.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, but
Okay,
yes, but that's yeah. It starts with just to start to get noticed by people,
okay,
and then people start to get to find us,
yeah,
through social media or Facebook, whatever, our website, and they start to get in contact with us
okay,
and ask ask us, if we go to the school or to go to the organization and do some capoeira, give some capoeira classes. Sometimes we days or 5 weeks course.
okay,
It really depends on what kind of organization. Sometimes we are very bored and just type emails and to schools. We are Ginga de Alma, Prof. Espirito, blah, 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 etc., etc. We would like to do some demonstration about capoeira. We would like to see to show you capoeira.
do you said you do that on paper?
No, just by email.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, just by email. Yeah, we just gonna try to contact the head of the school or the head of the
uh,
organizations, and be very bold about it because you want to
yeah,
start getting noticed. So it's work. So yes, and that helps because we got a lot of applications that people come to us, you know,
yeah,
for capoeira demonstrations, or capoeira workshops,
yeah, of
and
course,
yeah, and it works.
yeah,
It's keep working. It's like show yourself
yeah,
to the community, and especially when it's summer, go outside, play outside on the streets, let people notice you, and maybe there's one or two people in the crowd,
yeah.
and they've noticed you and they start asking you for things to,
Information or anything.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's how
nice.
we roll in. So
Yeah. And do you have like any like do you mention association? Do you have like any kind of like business entity, like even like nonprofit, or I don't know how you call it. Here in the US, it's called LLC.
yeah.
Um, I I completely forgot the what that means.
Mhm.
I have the meaning on my head, but
Yeah.
not right now. But that's like legal structures
Yeah.
for you to kind of like so people can take a little bit like serious, like
Yeah. Yeah.
how do you do it there?
This is the same. My group is also an association, and it's I capoeira is not my I I deserve some money with capoeira, but not a lot. And
Yeah.
that's not my goal. My goal is just to spread capoeira. So it's we have association, and I do so little get money from capoeira, but it's not my main job, main work. So um, so yeah, that's how we work, because uh, I get a small profit about capoeira, but
Yeah.
again, this is not my main thing, main purpose of capoeira,
Yeah,
so yeah.
like for example, like I just remember the LLC here in the
Mhm.
US is limited liability company.
Okay.
So like it's an entity, or you can also here in the US you can build any kind of like non-profit. So can
Hmm.
is I guess is more formal. So you can present something in schools and be like, hey, I'm not just a random I'm random guy. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
random guy trying to like bring something to your school. It's just like, hey, I'm a company or
Yeah.
I'm a non-profit. I want to
Mhm.
bring this to your school. What do you think about this? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. But that's what we are
Okay,
basically.
how do you call it there? Association?
Yeah, just association, just
Oh, cool.
association.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Nice. Is it just you, or you need like partners, or like how do you
Well,
structure the thing there? Or
the thing
no?
is, when I started my own group, Ginga the Alma,
Yeah.
I wanted to have the association because to have some benefits about those kind of things.
Yeah.
So I have some students that are in the association
Okay.
that helps me to grow the group but more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And they help also about the taxes and about
Yeah. Run the
um,
business pretty much.
yeah, the business part of capoeira, paying
Yeah.
the fees, and for every student they have to pay a fee for every month. And to pay for the place that we hire to rent to train there.
Yeah.
So to be an association, you have more benefit from those kind of things.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, and it works. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. No,
yeah,
that's awesome. I think it's better that way because
Mhm.
people see us like
A little bit more
is
seriously.
more serious, more
Yeah,
professional.
yeah,
By that I don't mean that other people that are not doing it are not
Mhm.
professional, but by the law is the law. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the state, by the country, you have
exactly.
to be professional on
Yeah,
that
yes,
manner.
yes,
And I think that's awesome, and I think if you're doing it that way, I think that's amazing.
yeah,
That's a really good stuff to do it.
yeah. And everybody has his own way for doing it, and if it works for you, it works for you. So this works for us, and yeah, it's fine. So
Yeah,
the only thing what's important to me is to play capoeira.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
capoeira.
yeah.
So
Make it available for people
exactly,
to do
yeah,
capoeira. And
for
that
kids, adults. So yeah.
no, that's awesome. And do you have any event coming up? Or like, are you like planning any event for 2019?
Yes, in this the coming June,
Okay,
14th, 15th, and 16th of June,
okay,
we have our Capoeira Festival uh,
nice.
in the Netherlands, in Groningen. And so, yeah, but I will make an event on Facebook, and I will post on social media.
Nice.
So, yeah, batizado troca de cordas for my students.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. And you say June. Can you repeat the dates?
14th, 15th, and 16th.
Nice. Also,
Of
just 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Yes.
Nice.
Normally, because what I do in my group is like this. Um, Bonding is very important in my group,
Yeah.
and a lot of students are friends among each other, and most of the times in capoeira schools you have the annual capoeira batizado, every
Yeah.
year. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is like a year. We have a batizado, and the next year we have a big summer camp. And
Oh, cool. Okay.
yeah, and I introduced the summer camp because one day I had a dream that we were chilling with the capoeira students and just relax,
Yeah.
near a campfire, and in the summer night, and playing music, and it was so vivid. My dream was so vivid. I woke up, I was like, I want to do that.
That's
So
awesome.
so I pitched to my students. So what do you think about this idea? Just skip the batizado this year, but instead of batizado, we're doing like a summer camp kind of things. And
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, let's do so.
Yes.
And to me, what's important for a summer camp is just to hang out with each other, to bond,
Yeah.
to talk with each other, to play with each other. Not play only in capoeira, but do other things, sports,
Yeah,
and
of course.
do other activities and drink and having fun. And
That's
the
it.
capoeira is just a small part of it.
Yeah, of course.
We don't plan capoeira rodas. We don't do like, it's not like a training camp. It's just a camp, summer camp.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we do is like, some people are playing soccer, some people are playing tennis, some people are just playing capoeira, some people are making
Nice.
music, some people make the food ready, you know. And so that's what we do with my group. So last summer we had the summer camp, and this year we have the batizado, and then next year 2020 we have again a summer camp. So we just switching. And
Nice.
yeah, that's it. That works, and that's yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
So how long do you do the summer camp?
This is I last summer was just the second one, the second edition. So we
Okay.
just started basically.
Is
So
is it like 2 days, 3 days, 1 week?
it's like 2 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay. So just the
yeah,
weekend.
yeah, just a weekend, just one weekend, and I think if I can remember, the last time we went on a Friday night and Sunday afternoon we went back to our home. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
just a weekend with a lot of awesomeness, a lot of
Yeah,
laughs. So yeah, I like that. I like that.
that's awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome. I think we need more of those kind of stuff. Like where we
yeah,
can bring everyone together and just have
exactly,
fun.
exactly. Yeah,
Do everything together.
yeah,
Yeah, and so for wrap it up and kind of like finish a little bit. Hopefully, we have more another episode in the
yeah,
future.
yes.
And
Because
but
I
for
have a lot of things to tell more, man.
yes, yes, man, I'm telling you that when I started talking about capoeira, man, I can go hours and hours
Exactly,
and talking and
exactly.
talking.
Yeah,
Like with my friends, man, we started like 10 p.m. and we see the
yeah.
time. Man, it's 3 a.m. already. What the hell, man?
Yes.
Like,
I have the
let's go
same
to
thing.
bed, man.
I have the same thing with my capoeira friends as well, because he's a talker. Because sometimes you have to shut him down because he just wants straight on. But my mastery as well. I've not Giro Valo, but another master, Master Volcan. When he talks, he start talking. He can go
Nice. Yeah, nice.
long, long. Sometimes we start talking about capoeira, and then we look at the clocks and like, oh man, we have to go to sleep, man, because more tomorrow we have to go, do the workshops. So
Yeah.
like 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. So oh damn, I go to sleep. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of stories. I have a lot of stories to tell. But yeah, man, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And so like here's a question before we finish.
Yeah,
Um what kind of advice would you give to capoeiristas out there, to everyone in the capoeira community?
advice: play with a smile,
Nice.
because sometimes we have that serious game face
Yeah.
when we're playing. And sometimes people forget to smile to be a kid in a
Yeah.
big playground. When you go in a harder, when you jump in a harder, be happy that you can play in a harder. Be happy that you be able to play with one of your idol,
Yeah.
because in capoeira it's much more easier to play with a master, with the idol, than another a sport like soccer.
Yeah.
Because you've not the access to play with a big name in the soccer world. And in
Yeah.
capoeira it's much more easier. So go in no harder, have fun, play, and if you want to achieve your goal, set your goal, and don't let anyone stop you,
Yeah, of course.
and just go for it. Uh, don't be afraid to fall,
Yeah.
because you will learn from it, and
Yeah, yeah, of course.
you can always look back and say, okay, at least I tried. And yeah, just do it, and that's why I I have respect for you, because what you're doing right now, the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast, to bring the people together. You was like, all right, just gonna do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
went for it.
yeah.
And
Thank you, man.
look at you now. You already interviewed Mr. Shushu, Gugu,
Yeah.
Kongo, with many more to come. So
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I already have a list of people that I already have interview. Yeah,
nice, nice. So that's just do it. And yeah,
yeah,
and again, when it comes to playing, just go in the harder and have fun. Play. And I know sometimes the harder can be very uh, like fire,
yeah. Like overwhelming.
Yeah, but don't let it stop you.
Yeah,
Just
that's right.
go and learn from everybody. Learn,
Oh,
learn
yeah.
from high corders and also from people that just started with capoeira,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
because you can learn a lot from beginners, a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of it? So and I'm learning every day. I'm learning when I'm teaching. I'm learning when I play with my own kids. I'm learning. Um, you never stop learning. So
Yeah, he's you just gotta share the experience and
yeah,
keep absorbing, keep the mind open for all those
exactly.
experiences.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
man,
that's
thank you
my,
so much.
my
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, that's my advice. So
Yeah.
just go.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't be shy to go.
Exactly. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just go. Sai para fora and vai jogar. Just like that.
Yeah. You just gotta jump to the
Exactly.
there. Well, man, thank you so much, and I really appreciate again, and
Me too.
like thank you so much for reaching out to me and for be part of this. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
thankful, and because is I want people to connect with me too,
Yeah.
as well as I'm connecting with people, because
Yeah.
is the community. I want this community to interact with each other, and
Yeah. Very
uh,
important.
yeah, hopefully, once I have the episode up,
Hmm.
we can have people knowing more about you so they can go see your festival, and hopefully
Yeah.
this can help too.
Yeah. Yeah. Just and again, I really this is my first time doing being on a podcast, and
Yeah,
um, a little thing about me besides capoeira, I love watching movies, and I love podcasts about movies.
nice.
I'm really a geek. I'm
Yeah.
a geek.
Yeah,
So that's why I was like, hey man, this thing is cool.
yeah, yeah,
To talk about capoeira, talk about me as a person,
yeah,
where I
yeah,
came
yeah.
from,
And, get to
and
know you, man.
yeah, and get to know you a bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah, thank you.
other capoeiristas, because
Yeah.
I'm looking forward what your list, who's on your list more,
Oh yeah, oh
and
yeah.
I
Good
will
stuff, man.
tell,
Good stuff for coming.
yeah, and I will tell people about you. So
Oh,
hey,
thank you so much.
I already told people about you. So hey, there's a new podcast, Capoeira Podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Reach out to him, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's all about experience, and
yeah. If you have a student that wants to talk to about their experience, they're
yeah,
more than welcome to share the
yeah,
experience too.
I'm glad to help. I
Yeah, of
want to
course.
help
Thank you
you
so
to
much.
get bigger and to get more audience.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
so let's help each other because we are capoeiristas.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. And like that's capoeira. You know.
Yeah, that's capoeira, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you
Yes.
so much, man. I will talk to you soon. And
Yes.
yeah, and we'll keep in touch. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Will do,
Okay.
man. Will do.
Yes. Thank you, man.
Take care.